And it's Gary Spain here for Irish Football Fan TV with 3 talking points on England 3, Republic of Ireland 0. First talking point, should we have played the game? We were meant to be playing away to Bosnia in a friendly. Bosnia were beaten 2-0 at home by Iran this evening. It's been disastrous for our chances of getting second seed for the World Cup. We drop ranking points. Slovakia are moving miles ahead of us. And even if we win in Cardiff, and even if we beat Bulgaria in Dublin, we may not make up the points depending on how Slovakia and other teams do. So, was it a wise decision to come here? Is it bad for morale to take such a hammering? Now, to be honest, my own view is, even knowing what's happened, it probably was the right decision. You don't really turn down the chance to play England, and hopefully the FAI have done a deal that maybe England will come to Dublin when we can get crowds in as well. It's a chance for the players to play at Wembley, and it makes logistical sense for playing in Cardiff on Sunday. So to get the squad together, stay in the UK and train in London and then move down to Cardiff. So from that point of view, I can understand why we played the game. And reluctantly, I probably would agree that we should have played it, but it sticks in my craw. And it comes on to my second talking point. Who are our rivals? Because I saw quite a bit in the build-up to this. I'll start with my opinion. I've always seen England as our rivals. To me, I know they would probably see Argentina or Germany or Scotland, and it's not as big a deal for them to beat us 3-0 as it is for us to lose 3-0 to them. But they have always been our rivals. For me, growing up anyway, I know a lot of people consider Northern Ireland our rivals and are probably taking delight in their defeat tonight. I've never seen it like that. But, well, and maybe that's why tonight's defeat probably hurts so much for me, because as far as I'm concerned, we've lost 3-0 to our rivals. But let me know your thoughts in the comments. Who do you see as our rivals? England, Northern Ireland, anybody else? Please don't say Denmark or Wales. Come on, not just teams, or Georgia, for God's sake. But anyway, who do you see as our rivals? Is it anybody else? Surely it's not anybody else other than England or Wales. Sorry, England or Northern Ireland. Third talking point. I'll read out some names on the team sheet tonight. I'll start with Declan Rice, even though he was on the bench. Jack Grealish, Michael Keane, Harry Kane, Connor Cody, Harry Maguire, and a couple more, James Maddison, all eligible, that would have been potentially eligible. I'm not too sure about Connor Cody, actually, to be honest. All the others were potentially were eligible for us, and we've missed out. In the past, we tended to get a lot of the players that were eligible for us. Patrick Bamford is still an option. I don't know whether he wants to play for us. I suppose the talking point is, should we be making more of an effort to target Irish qualified players that are playing at the highest level here in England? Because it would make a major difference to the side. Now, I know people are going to say they should come to us, they should approach us, they should want to play for us. But I go back to the days of Jack Charlton, and there were efforts made to get the likes of Andy Townsend, etc., Ray Houghton, John Aldridge, and nobody could question the commitment and what they gave in an Ireland shirt. And I wonder, is it time to... Okay, the names I mentioned are all gone. Well, apart from Patrick Bamford or Paddy O'Bamford possibly. But should we be making more of an effort to identify these players? And probably part of the talking point is, should we be looking at the players in the underage squads that are eligible for other countries, possibly with a view to fast tracking them? And I'm not doubting the commitment of any of those, but the likes of Jack Grealish played right up to under 21s, Declan Rice played up to senior level, Michael Keane, even, who we saw tonight, did play under 17, although he did switch. Some of the others, in fairness, Harry Kane, etc., they've always stuck with England, so maybe they were never a possibility. But I suppose let us know your thoughts in the comments, because I think we do need to improve our squad, and I think we do need to identify some players that are potentially eligible for us, and I think make a serious effort to get them to declare for us. And well, what do you think? Do you want players that just born in Ireland are totally committed, or players that basically come to Stephen Kenny and say, I really want to play for you, I'm Irish, I want to play for Ireland? I mean, we had players in the past like Gary Breen, Kevin Kilbane. They may have grown up here in England, but they were very much from Irish families. But Jack Grealish grew up in Birmingham with both sides of his family were very much were Irish. And I think there are a lot of people with, I think, dual affinity that they possibly could declare for us, and I think it's worth investigating. So the 3 talking points: should we have played this game? We're looking almost certainly now at a 3rd seed for the World Cup rather than a 2nd seed. Was it the right choice? The second talking: who are our rivals? Is it England? Is it Northern Ireland? And finally, should we be approaching players that are eligible for us, and should we be fast-tracking players in the underage setup that potentially have dual nationality? So let us know your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already.